Okay, so today we're doing a website audit for Supreme Yard Services. I'm going to use my 10-point audit template to rank the website and go through what needs improvement and what's good. So, quick overview of what it is. We go over first impression and branding is 1.5 points. Navigation and structure is a half point. Mobile experience is 1.5. Speed and performance is a half point. Content quality is 1 point. Trust and credibility is 1.5. Calls to action, 1 point. Visuals and media is a half point. Search engine optimization basics, 1.5. And technical basics is a half point. So it'll make more sense once I get to every section. So starting off, we'll start with first impression and branding. Makes the most sense. It's your first impression when you land on the site. I understand this is the Wix template. Um, it's good enough. There's some things I would change. So location specific things. So this also ties into search engine optimization, including your location keywords like Supreme Yard Services. Then you put landscaping in Edmonton. You'd use the Edmonton keyword and the landscaping keyword because the words you put on the site actually matter. But I'm not really getting into that quite yet. I'm talking about the hero section. So you have call to actions. You have a way to reach out here. You can reach the services clicking here. This should be clickable. I'm not really sure if it is. Okay, so you have about 2 call to actions here. You could also meet the team. Yeah, that's clickable. Okay, so the theme itself is good. You have, let me use this extension tool here. What font? You are using about 2 different fonts. That's good. 2 is about the max. Made headlines. Yeah, everything is good here, but I would say add some trust here. So if you have like 5 stars on Google or 5 stars on Facebook, you would put something here. If you have any awards or anything, put something here. The first impression should be a summary of your entire site, just immediately seen once you land. I would put more ways to reach out. So a phone number here that's clickable, an email here that's clickable. Another way to reach out, like contact, you could put a contact form here. Although it tends to not look good unless you do it right. Another, like, see this button here? If you have another button here that says like contact us, just more. So what you do have as a first impression is you have a picture of your work and a couple call to actions. So I would say the hero section needs work for that reason. I'm going to give you a half point out of 1.5 because there's a lot of elements there that I would change. If you want a good example, I like to use these guys. We've got reviews here, lots of buttons, landscape in Calgary, you know, lots of ways to reach out, and you don't have to leave to get a kind of a whole encompassing view of the site, right? You could sit right here and kind of get all that you need. You have the past work being shown, right? Reviews and how to reach out all right there. So that's kind of what I look for. So yeah, half point. Navigation and structure is a half point. Does the menu work? Is the logo clickable? I already checked this stuff. It's good. We can also do this if we want to get into the weeds a little bit. What this is it checks if it's accessible for like screen readers. So people who are vision impaired, and also if the coloring and stuff is good enough that it doesn't, kind of make it hard to read. Area, that's the screen reader, like it's all good. It's good. I'll give you full points there. I was out of a half point. Mobile experience, I already went on my phone, so I'll basically tell you the rundown. I could do this and kind of show you, but this is incorrect here. It's more similar to this, but not. It doesn't look like this. It's not fair to show it to you this way. But I will. You'll have to take my word for it that what it looks like on mobile, and you would obviously know this as well, is it's a single file. So this is on top of this, but everything is kind of smushed to the side a little bit. Um, it's not horrible. It just looks not as consistent, right? Just on this page, especially, it's all smushed to the left a bit. So out of 1.5, I'll give you 1 point. Like it's nothing that's gonna make you not work with you, right? Speed and performance. So we could do a quick speed test. I'll use this. Obviously, when I went on the site, it loads quickly. So that's the easiest way to speed test is just your own personal use. Like you ever been on a site and it loads for so long because there's something big on the site, or maybe it has ads on the site and it's just grueling, right? And if you have bad Wi-Fi, it makes it 10 times worse. But here's like an actual speed report if you want that. Generally, you want it to load in under 3 seconds. Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. That's also maybe just my Wi-Fi, right? So I'll give you full points. It was out of a half point. Content quality. Here's what we're looking for. The service pages need to be clear. So prepare your yard for the summer. Beautify your yard. So we want like a 3rd grade reading level. Fully customizable to your needs. Can include power raking. Like this could be rephrased and here's another thing, another element. Let me bring this up. If the font, let's see what the font, if it's below 16 pixels, it gets a little hard to read, especially because this is not bolded or anything. This is a big monitor, so it's a little easier for me to read, obviously, on this monitor, but picture I didn't have good vision, right? Or I had a smaller screen. It's just harder to read. So I would make this easier to read. I don't know what color this is either. Is it a perfect black? I don't know. But it's not as easy to read as it could be, right? I don't know if that might be green. Looks green. Right now I'm talking about how easy it is to read, but that also does play a role in comprehension. So I would make this easy to read, but also easier to read in the sense that it's a lower reading level. I know it sounds funny, but that's just the standard for websites. Local keywords included. I did touch on this, where you would include where you work and like shrub trimming in Edmonton, right? If you say those keywords, it will improve your search engine optimization because now Google knows that this site includes that information. You get what I mean? Like if I'm looking for shrub trimming in Edmonton and I search that up, now this site is actually an option to be shown. So I'm going to give you half points at a content quality. Yeah, and also I would include a lot more photos. That's another thing. The photos you do have they're all located on the portfolio, but I would even maybe scatter them in other places on the site. First of all, I'm going to touch on this in a minute. These photos are incredible quality. I don't know what camera you used. They are really good. Trust and credibility. This is needing a lot of work on this site. How do you convince them that you're the one for the job, right? Visitors land on the site. They need to be proven that you can do the job. Now, the most obvious thing is images, right? They see this, they're like, oh yeah, these guys can do it. So for that reason, this I'm going to give you half points out of the 1.5, because what you're missing is more trust badges, and these reviews need to be, I don't know, they need to be maybe pushed up higher on the site because they're pretty low down. If you have any 5-star ratings, put it here. Any photos of the team? You have pictures of the team? Oh yeah. Never mind. I'm bumping you guys up to 1 point, not half point. Yeah. Sorry, I should have known that. I did check the site earlier. So you're just getting docked a half point because you definitely need more trust on the homepage itself. Most people don't leave the homepage at all. You'd think they're going through everything, but they're not. They'll stay on the homepage, make their decision, make their mind up. So more trust on the homepage. Yeah, I would include a contact form down here too. I know I'm not talking about that right now, but I really would. Call to actions, 1 point. So that's kind of what I'm talking about now, actually. More call to actions. So let's look at Western. Look at Western Elements. So what do they have? They have a contact form down there. Let's look at how many call to actions they have. 1, 2, 3. You can click here, here. Can't click that, but you can click the contact us here too. There is a lot, right? View services. There's a lot of buttons to click. And it just kind of guides them through the site so they don't get stuck and so they go where you want them to go. So a lot more. So out of 1, I'll give you a half point. Visuals and media. We know you got great pictures. It was out of a half point. You get the half point. Search engine optimization basics. Okay, landscaping in Edmonton. Let's look at businesses. The first page, no one leaves the first page ever. Just rule of thumb, no one leaves the first page. Okay, you guys aren't on the second page either. I already know this. Okay, here you are. Here you are. This is the 5th page of Google where I found you. I don't really need to use these plugins to check what your search engine optimization is, because the easiest way to check is to just do that. The 5th page of Google is no one's going to find you this way. No one will find you this way. The way you're bringing in clients right now is not from your website. Maybe if you direct them to your website through social media or through word of mouth, but not from the website itself. And a lot of the guys on the first page get almost all their clients from their website. So that's the importance of search engine optimization, just to show you. So I can't give you points for this section just simply on the fact that you're on the 5th page, and that has to be improved if you want this website to get you leads. Technical basics. Broken link checker. You know, I doubt you have broken links on your site. We can check. It's really not. Like it does affect search engine optimization, but so I think you only have, yeah, how many links you have? 4 links. Yeah, okay, they're all fine. Like there's some things. Why no padlock? Let's see if your site is seen as sketchy. I really doubt that if it's a Wix template. Yeah, okay. Ignore that. It's being weird. Yeah, I'll give you the half point because let's see, do links open in a new tab? Yes. Okay, that's important. Okay. Half point, it's out of a half point, give you a half point. So let me just add up your total. 5.5 is your total. So that's in the range where it's the average website, I would say. Um, and it's serving more as a portfolio than it is as a way to get leads. Most people do think a website is just a portfolio and you just have it to have it. And if someone's looking for you specifically, it's supposed to be there, but that's not how I see websites, and that's not how the guys who get in leads through their website see websites. The website, the purpose of it is to bring in more leads through people who want that service to find you. And then if your search engine optimization is improved, you're on the first page of Google. If someone goes, I need this job done, right? I need a patio built. They look up who can build a patio in my area. They find your site. They go on your site. That was the beauty of search engine optimization, is for you to be found. But now it's up to your site to convince them that you're the ones for the job and then reach out. So there's two things. That's conversion rate optimization. So there's two elements to it, right? Bring them to your site and then convert them into clients. So that's the beauty of this site. I hope this made some sense. I know I just kind of touched on SEO. It's there's a lot to it to improve it, but I can't really just touch on that in this video. So I hope that made some sense, and hope you have a great day. Let me know if you need any help with any of the elements I explained today.